Hello everyone, my name is Pixelriffs. Welcome to your Choppin Tuesday live stream for this week. How's everyone doing? Hope you're all very well. Gotta fill that mug up. Yes you do, Paranor. Yes you do. Cup of space tea for everybody. Let's do this. So hello people of Twitch. How are we? Hope you're all very well. Hope the week is treating you like you deserve, I guess. And presumably you deserve good things. So we'll go with that. Hi. Hello. Just watched the new survival guide and want to correct you about villager trading. They don't need beds to restock their trades. They only sleep if you want golems to spawn. Okay, interesting. Good to know. Good to know. Is what just a time lapse? I'm confused. Leo Damn Nuts. You are nuts with the 3 months. Get you. Thank you so much. Loving the jungle / swamp village. Thank you for the 3 months of support. Can we have some resub hype in the chat, please? An RSMG with the host. Snugdad is here for a while today. Excellent news. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. So, today we're going to be doing some Choppin' Tuesday stuff. As usual, we're going to be chopping some wood because, goodness me, I used a lot of jungle wood on the perimeter of this village. But we're going to be hanging around the village a little bit as well, and I am trying to breed up a decent population of villagers. The other thing villagers need beds for, by the way, is so that they can breed, because baby villagers will need, like, space to sleep. Villagers will actually check for that stuff. So, yeah, there are additional benefits to having beds. The Bearded Gamer, 12. The 12th Bearded Gamer of many with a Twitch Prime sub. Oh my gosh. The notifications are happening. Jeshny with the 1100 bits. Thank you so much for the bonus 100. Using those bleed purple cheer motes. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much, the Bearded Gamer, for the sub as well. So much hype in the chat right now. Appreciate you guys so much. Getting the stream off to a good start, I see. Right. Okay, let's make this happen. Let's do some survival guide stuff. So I'm going to be hanging out and trying to breed some villagers over at the jungle village. We're going to be doing our chopping here for today. But I've done a little bit of stuff towards an episode. Bear with me while the world loads. Jungles are always a little bit... There we go. Hi. There it is. Still at 1.14. No 1.14.1 quite yet. But we have ourselves a lovely little colony of folks here. We have a librarian. We got the tool guys. We got some iron golems. They are apparently having a difficult time getting to the workstations with this iron golem wandering around. But there he is. There he is, the golem. Exciting times. We'll find ways to drop you in lava later, I'm sure. But here we go. Chopped enough wood for 3 shulkers full of spruce gates on Sunday. Guardian farm, it's half done. I know the feeling. We'll run for fun. I know the feeling. Villager spawn golem. They do. Villager do spawn golem. Hopefully 114.1 tomorrow. You'd hope if it's following the usual Wednesday formula. And Adrian Ostergaard, who's the guy who basically handles snapshot releases now, as far as we can tell, did post an eyeball emoji on Twitter the other day. But nothing came of it the other day. So we are still waiting. We live in hope. Those roads of beds bring back memories of boarding school. Oh, dear. Hopefully they're good memories. I don't want to be giving anybody flashbacks right now. But we do need some more beds, so we're probably going to do something about that. And then we're gonna get our chop on. We're gonna do some jungle wood farming, which is gonna be good. Let's see where I have some cyan wool on me already, but is the rest of it in here? No, it's probably in there then. Yes, it is. Good. Good. Wonderful. Let's make beds. Too many of them for a start. Let's go with that for now. Because now these guys have had a little bit of food. Now they've got occupations. Now they are settling in a little bit. I want to expand the village population. And yes, there are villager breeder designs that we could make, but I kind of want to do this thing open plan. I kind of want to do it not quite like the way Mojang intended, but at least following that a little bit. And I want to observe the villagers' behavior as it goes. Bean Jam, you love the Spawn Chunks podcast with Joel. Thank you so much. Glad you're a listener. Hope you've enjoyed the most recent episode that went out yesterday. For folks not aware, I do a podcast about Minecraft every Monday with my good friend Joel Duggan, who's also a streamer here on Twitch if you want to drop him a follow. And yeah, this is looking a little bit, I don't know, a little bit too uniform right now, but we'll probably end up making houses for the villagers at some point soon. I kind of want to just play around with what's possible right now, and this area is pretty well lit up. So we don't have to worry too much about zombie invasions or pillager patrols or anything like that. In fact, now this is a village. Pillagers shouldn't spawn anywhere near it unless there's a raid, which is a very good thing. How do you submit chunk mail? We give the email address out basically at the end of every video. Hello, little fella. You're over here watching the squids, are you? The main reason I want to come over here is to see if I can do this. Oh, you can. Good. And does that... That gives a reasonable amount of block light. Okay, well that's positive. Because some folks did point out that this is a river biome and potentially drowned could spawn. You don't see them spawning all that much in rivers on Java Edition. You see them in river biomes if you make a drowned farm, but so often there is so much stuff spawning in caves and around the surface area that you don't tend to see any drowned really spawning in rivers. Nowhere near as much as they do on Bedrock, but... It is worth keeping an eye on that. Yes, need some sea pickles for sure. That's a pretty solid idea now that you mention it. Unfortunately, I don't have any with me right now, and I don't really want to spend too much time away from my little village project over here, because I want to see if they're going to breed some more. Not that I want to hang around and watch them breed, but you know what I mean. Now that they have moved away from the stations, this is mingling time. And I sort of wonder if... yeah, if some of these guys are gonna throw up some hearts. Oh, look at this. Look at this man. That's so cute. I've not really seen the golems do this all that much, because I only ever see them in the... I saw them in the previous version of the game, just like in iron farms and stuff, so I haven't really spent much time around golems with villagers. People are shunning him right now, though. I feel kind of bad. I'll take your poppy, my friend. You just got your own server, and the first thing you're going to do is follow along one of my build guides. Awesome stuff, Levin. Which one? Are you thinking about one of the one chunk tutorials in particular, or maybe one of the ones on the survival guide? Can you bone meal the floor in the flower forest to get cornflowers? You can, yes. Did it in the flower forest episode. Are you... Oh, are you the one that grew up? You might have just... Yeah, that villager was born in a video, and it seems like he may have just grown up. So I'm going to have to put down a couple of workstations. Let's give you a stone cutter. Let's put that over here. I feel like over here is where I'm building most of the actual village stuff. This is a kind of work yard area over here right now, and this is going to be my first stonemason villager, which is pretty exciting. Never seen a stonemason in the game before, at all. I had to take my campfire away, though. They kept stepping in it. Hey, friendo. Are you a stonemason? You're not a stonemason. Are you... Oh, wait, no, it's not job identification time yet. Hopefully he'll have claimed a bed already, though. Yeah, because they only pick jobs on, like, the start of the new workday. I'm still not getting used to the routine yet. I still think I need to get used to a few of the mechanics that are going on here. What are you? Who are you? Oh, that's Montague. He's the toolsmith, I believe. Having a villager job fair. Basically, yes. Love the Romeo and Juliet name choice. Yeah, I want to name the Iron Golem Prokofiev. Because of that one piece of music, the Montagues and the Capulets. But I do not have another name tag with me quite this second. This bed is occupied. Of course, Montague sleeps in my bed because he stole it quite early. Where is my friend? Where's my new friend? Is he down here? They do occasionally get stuck in these little caves, which is very frustrating. Has he made it to the beds yet? I want to see which bed he claims. Iron Golem will be vigilant throughout the night. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I guess that's that. So I guess that guy's the new one. Alright. Montague's on hunt for a rise of power, taking the leader's bed to assert dominance. I imagine so, yes. There you go. You're a stonemason. Hi. We can trade you 7 clay balls for an emerald. And then we get 10 bricks back out of it. That's more efficient than smelting. Also, luckily, we have a swamp right here, so let's go chop some clay. I do need to grab my ender chest, though, because we will need to have a shovel that does not have silk touch. Give me... That's silk touch, that's silk touch. Wait a second, do I not have my other shovel in here? Why not? Where's it gone? What have I done with it? That's confusing as all heck. Where is my backup shovel? What have I done with my backup shovel? I probably just put it in a chest somewhere like an idiot. Well, not going to worry about that for right now. I can put these stone tools away in here as well. We really don't need those. Where would I have put my backup shovel? I don't know. I guess we'll have to make one out of... Let's make like a stone shovel or something cheap like that. None of my toolsmiths are currently trading stone shovels. They're trading stone axes and pickaxes. But I reckon I can just make do with a stone shovel out here. Dig up a couple of these. Am I streaming tomorrow? No, I'm not streaming tomorrow. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. I might be streaming a little bit more in a few weeks' time when my wife is away. But I have yet to figure out a schedule yet. I figure we could probably spend the time doing a little bit more streaming. There we go. And then on top of there. Lovely. There's a couple of neat ways I can get back in to this place, but I do have to get a little bit vigilant of stuff growing like this, because that means the villagers can potentially get out. And they don't seem to like have problems with that too much, but as the village population expands, I do expect we shall see some escapees every now and again. There we go. Look at this. Look at this organized operation. Look at you. Look at you, my friend. I like that guy. I like the outfit. The stonemason outfit is very good. Let's give you some emeralds. Wonderful. You're no longer a novice. Improve. Become the apprentice. And give us some chiseled stone bricks. Lovely. Lovely. Wow. Awesome stuff. Zwart Hoop, you like my survival guide series? Good to see. Very kind of you to say so. Lady Isabella, you get excited when you wake up and realize it's a Pixar stream day. I get excited on stream days now. Stream days are fun. I think I'll be installing Minecraft again. Heck yes. Like, do it for the village. We got ourselves a few resource farms over here so I can get some emeralds from these guys, especially the librarian. He's got a good paper trade right now. 17 paper for an emerald. Because all of these guys are cured from zombie villagers, they have such great prices. So let's go and find our friend, the librarian. It's so easy to find villagers now, though. It's great. Like, before they would just kind of wander off and you'd be like, where did that guy go? It turns out he's just by his workstation where he belongs. Excellent. So much. Giuliano, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Can we see some sub hype in the chat, please? Giuliano, enjoy your emotes. Welcome to the Pixels. You are 1 in a million. And I appreciate the support, buddy. Thank you. The 1.14 trading interface looks completely different from 1.11. It's not that dissimilar. It's just got this extra bit on the side and an XP bar over the top. But yeah, there's less like clicking through, and there's just like a list down this side, which is really nice. I really wish they'd done that sooner in a way, but I'm glad that they've done it now. Let's do a little satellite area of beds over here. This is the residential quarter. Just watched the latest video on YouTube. Love the content. Thank you. Thank you very much. When will I make the village houses? At some point, we will make houses for them. Right now, I'm doing all of this open plan because putting stuff like putting buildings and stuff around the place, basically leads to them running into stuff all the time and getting stuck on blocks. So right now, I'm doing an open plan sort of village. We're sleeping under the stars, doing this like camping style, except without a campfire because it damages them when they walk on it. But I think we will end up building houses for them eventually and make this more into like a realistic village, quote unquote realistic village. But yeah, we'll see what we end up doing with that. We've got plenty of real estate here, so yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I also want to try and make something that is fortified against pillagers. And I feel like pillagers could spawn within the boundary of this village because it's quite large, this area. But if we end up like arranging the village a certain way, manipulating it so that the area is kind of maxed out inside of here, then they will always spawn outside, and that might be a lot easier to defend. So we will see. Isn't 1.14 completely broken? No. I'm playing it. It sucks. Like, there's some bugs with it, for sure. But, like, completely broken? Absolutely not. Like, there's some stuff that's definitely bugged out and needs changing. But anyone who says it's completely broken is not sure what they're talking about. Real Mo Tiger with a Twitch... not even a Twitch Prime sub. A Tier 1 Twitch sub. Thank you so much for subscribing. Enjoy your emotes. Welcome to the Pixels. You are 1 in a million. Why are the trapdoors at my house gone? Because, as aforementioned, the villagers kept getting stuck on them. I had trapdoors, like, coming up from the ground like that. Or, well, on this side, but you get me. And, yeah, the villagers just kept, like, walking into them like this, and then I'd remove it, and then they'd go around, and then they'd go, oh, the beds are over there, then I'll go over there. And, yeah, the trapdoors were just confusing them. And villagers can't open or close trapdoors, so it's not like they thought it was a door and they were trying to go through it. Just wonky AI. Weird pathfinding. Anybody else got big problems with light? I gather there are some issues with lighting glitches and mobs spawning in fully lit areas and stuff like that. I think it might be part of the new rendering engine, but I have not experienced that myself, so I'm afraid I can't really help in terms of figuring out what's causing it. What do I think the 1.15 update will be? From what I understand, they have some functionality planned for the smithing table and the fletching table that isn't in the game yet, so I'm hoping it's going to be an upgrade to the way tools and weapons and armor currently work, because yeah, there might be the opportunity to like reinforce stuff with diamond and like have tools and armor and so forth that look cosmetically different to how they are right now, which would please my buddy Joel, because he doesn't like diamond armor because he thinks wearing like a bright blue suit is kind of weird, and to be honest, I agree with him. But yeah, I think it would be cool to have a different system for armor and for tools, but I don't know for certain. I mean, obviously I don't Don't have any connections with the fine folks at Mojang, so I'm not certain what the next update is going to be. These folks definitely seem to be mingling. I'm not seeing any hearts, though. Everybody's got a profession at this stage. How you doing, Montague? See, if these two bred over here in the swamp biome, would they produce a swamp baby? Swamp baby! The latest Hammer horror movie. I do kind of wonder if these two, because they're both jungle villagers, but if they decide to breed, is that going to mean like a swamp villager is the result? I'm interested. I think they probably need some food, though, thinking about it, so we should probably get some spuds. We're going to do some chopping in a minute, folks, by the way. I'm just fascinated by village life right now. If anything, we're chopping the lack of villagers, put it that way. And yeah, I know I'm distracting them by being around, but I will... I step away and they still don't do anything particularly interesting. I think they just need food. Because the willingness thing still counts, right? As far as I know, it is still necessary to make sure they have food, and trading with them makes them willing as well. I presume that's still the case. Because I did a bit of trading with some of the others. Oh, I've got 2 poisonous potatoes now. Ah! That's not a potato, that's a bed! You fool. Have I ever thought of face cam in my YouTube videos? People have asked me about that in the past, but I don't want to do it. Because the point of the YouTube videos is to be a tutorial, and it's not a tutorial for my face, so I don't see the point. You finally made it to a live stream. You made it! Congratulations. Bed thief. Alright. Morning. Morning. Time for a healthy breakfast of raw potatoes. Enjoy. Help yourselves. There's plenty to go around. The farmer isn't feeding you, so I guess I have to. Enjoy your spuds. No? Okay, fine. Someone's keen to go to work, I suppose. Hello. Eat the potatoes. Oh, okay, somebody did. Honestly, good potatoes going to waste here. Half a stack. Eat. Eat and be merry. Good. Don't get why they don't like cooked potatoes. Yeah, I think it's a villager interaction thing. Like, Icy with the 2 months. Thank you so much for the 2 months of support. See some sub hype in the chat, please. Yeah, I think it's players having to intervene. There we go. We got particles. We got breed and particles. Guys, go down into the swamp. Oh, sorry. Nope. Looks like we got a jungle villager anyway. How lovely. How lovely. Yeah, looks like they just needed some food, huh? Bit of morning breeding. Excellent stuff. Seto Amar with the 100 bits and the 10 bonus bits. Thank you so much for the bits. Appreciate the support. I did interrupt them. Yeah, unfortunately. They managed to get a baby out, though, so... Not sure quite what I did there. They need at least half a stack of spuds in their inventory to be willing. Well, there you go. There you go. Villager baby shower. Yeah, my mum plays with the 200 and the bonus 20. Thank you so much. With the accidental assist. I mean, it's like I've just turned up and shouted, "Push!" Oh boy. Right, so we have villager stuff going on. I wonder, like, does the farmer not throw potatoes to the other villagers anymore? Because I know he'll leave them on the ground, right? Once his own inventory gets full, maybe he'll start distributing them to the other villagers. But as of right now, I haven't really seen the farmer do anything where he's giving out crops to the other folks. Granted, this is a massive ecosystem. So I expect, like, if this was a regular village, then you wouldn't see that happening as often as it does in, like, a villager breeder. And, yeah, if you have lots of farmers in, like, one of those, like, contained villager breeders, then the other villagers are probably just picking up loose potatoes from the floor because the farmer has no space for them, right? Like, they will throw them to them in the old villager breeder style, but you can still just find loads of potatoes all over the floor. Farmer villagers are a bit bugged. They seem to be okay. Like, this one is harvesting crops. Like, he's doing what he's supposed to do. I love the little ones. I love the fact that they go and bounce on beds. That's just so funny to me. They've actually got personality now instead of just sprinting around everywhere. And the iron golem is just, like, standing on the wall up here. Mate, come down. Please. Be near the villagers. We kind of need you. We need you to be on the team. That's right, buddy. Go over there. Go over there. Sorry to push you around, mate, but there's a little baby villager over there, and I want you to do the adorable thing where you give it a poppy. Can a seam between lava and water at the seam of old and new generated chunks if you make a customized world? Yeah, I imagine updating customized worlds to 1.14 must be really strange. I kind of want them to add the customized world options back in future because they've been taken out as of 1.13 and they haven't been put back. That is one of those things that the community is still kind of holding over the devs a little bit, being like, when are you going to do this? You said you were going to. Can you leash an iron golem? I don't know, but I don't have a lead on me right now, so I cannot try. I guess I could get a slime ball from the surrounding swamp pretty easily, but still. What if iron golems could breed? Oh gosh. That'd make iron farms a bit more interesting, wouldn't it? Certainly would. Alright. So my goal here is to have one of every type of villager. At the very least. And we've got all of the workstations here. So I guess let's get a shepherd or a fletcher. I've got so many barrels because I love barrels. They're just the best new block. But I think this little one might end up being a cartographer. Have I placed a bell yet? No, I have not. I do not have a bell. Because you can't craft them yourself. You can only steal them from existing villages or buy one from one of the toolsmith professions, and I don't have enough stuff to trade to them that I've unlocked the bell trade yet. The cauldron is for leather workers. Cartography table over here. While we're here, I could also do some, like, caving and stuff, because I don't really have many of the basic resources around here. I was just thinking I should make a map of this place, and then I realized I probably don't have the stuff for a map. I don't think I have enough iron over here. I could probably get some redstone out of this one, but I've only got one iron ingot in there right now. I guess I could probably buy a compass from the cartographer, though, or they can sell empty maps. Free potatoes. There you go, chaps. Enjoy. I need to update my iron farm. I know, I will eventually. That's part of what this whole villager experiment is about right now, is figuring out some stuff about village life and seeing these mechanics happening firsthand before we go into the more technical stuff and the exploits of the new mechanics. Gonna try and even out the terrain a little bit here to eliminate the possibilities of the villagers getting stuck on things. Gotta make sure that I keep everything well lit, though. So, pop a torch down there. How is this looking? I mean, that's all okay because it's by that torch. Around the back here, 11s, 12s, 11s. Okay, cool. That should be fine. Try not to have the F3 info up for too long. Villagers can get stuck on seagrass. Yeah, there's no seagrass around here, though, thankfully. There's a bunch in the swamp, but I don't really have any areas of the swamp available for them to, like, hop up and down in, aside from this bit here, so you could probably just remove the seagrass from there, and they'll be fine. I do need to block the nether portal off as well. Somebody rightly said that the nether portal might be a problem. But then again, it's not going to be a huge issue for them because they like to stick around the center of the village. The mingling routine is starting to happen, and they've got their work sites and stuff to go to. They don't really go over there all that much, he says as this guy immediately wanders off towards the nether portal. Hey, the Confluence, what's up? Plans for the next episode is to continue working on this little village over here. In fact, the next episode is already recorded. I just need to edit it. Do I have a turtle farm? I do. I don't use it much, but it's there. Oh, that's a 3-block wide nether portal. How did I not see that? A nitty-bitty one, but it is there. There we go. Connor and Alexandra with the 50 bits. I should make a raised forward operating base to put my bed on, then they won't claim what they can't path to. The 50 rip bits. Also, you both say hi. Hello! And yeah, I plan to make myself a proper house here at some point, but it's a secondary objective at this stage. There we go. Now, in theory, villagers should not be able to get into the portal. And I can just open the fence gate if I want to leave. That should be okay. Have I ever edited Hermitcraft Recap? I have. I've done it 3 times, maybe? And I also edited the entirety of Hardcore Hermits as well. And, like, the What is the NHO videos. So I've done that a couple of times. How long does it take to edit the video? Totally depends on what the video is like. Right now it's taking me longer than normal because I've started to put in fun little kind of villager intro card cutaways. Like if anybody saw today's episode where like I show off the outfits for the unemployed jungle and swamp villagers, and it's got that thing where like the lines come in from the side and stuff. Like I'm trying to do a bit more stylistic graphic stuff. Also get used to like using After Effects and stuff, just to expand my skill set more than anything. Like I'm not necessarily like, I've got to make my episodes all flashy. I just want to learn about some of that stuff, and these episodes are a good way of doing that. The disco music, yeah, no, totally. That's another Incompetech piece. It's a Kevin MacLeod special. And yeah, I thought it fit pretty well. Do I think the monster spawners should be mined using Silk Touch pickaxes? No, not really. I like the fact that they are something that you have to take into account the location of. That was an awkward sentence, but you get me. Where's the baby? He was bouncing on a bed a second ago. Oh, he's up there. Good. Montague. Yep, you're in bed as well. Excellent. How many years have I been streaming? 1, I guess. I've been making YouTube videos for 4 years. I guess I did a bit of live streaming on YouTube before Twitch, but those were the dark days. Don't like to think about those. Mining mob cages would be too OP. Yeah, if you put a bunch of them in one place, then you could get a very OP farm. I think that's kind of not the point of them. I like the fact they're restricted a little bit by the location. It forces you to be more creative with them, I think. And yes, the way monster spawners work is that you have to fill them up afterwards with a spawn egg, so otherwise they would just spawn pigs for you, which would be fun, but totally not what's intended for those spawners. No doors in this village. They don't need them anymore. I mean, I could put some houses in the village, and I intend to at some point, and those could have doors. But doors aren't required for village breeding or really anything anymore. Like, this is definitely counted as a village, and you can tell that from the fact that cats spawn around here. Like, it was really a surprise to me when the cats first turned up, and I don't know where they are now. They might have just wandered off into the jungle somewhere to be with their ocelot buddies. But, yeah, I did not realize that cats were going to spawn. I thought that was... they were kind of tied to designated village sites, like the sites where villagers naturally spawn in the overworld. But no, apparently if you make a village, cats just turn up every now and again. How do you feel about wandering traders being able to sell spawn eggs very rarely? It's too OP. Like, I don't think we're supposed to have that amount of control over things. Like, if you want a spawn egg and you're okay just giving it to yourself in creative mode, then sure. But, like, Yeah, I think there are definitely ways you can do the whole monster spawner thing, but it doesn't feel in keeping with survival gameplay. Just being able to spawn a mob. Like, it doesn't really make much sense to me. And there are passive mob spawners. There are ways you can just, like, make a dark room mob spawner, and that's fine. Do you need doors to spawn iron golems? You don't anymore. You just need villagers. Like, you don't even... I mean, I think you do need the beds and the workstations now because they need to do checks for having slept and worked in the last 48 hours, I think. I mean, the last 48,000 game ticks, which is roughly 2 days in Minecraft, they have to have slept and worked during that time for them to agree to spawn a golem. But yeah, you don't need doors for literally anything except protection. The only times they interact with doors, if they're like walking in and out of houses, they'll do it, but they interact with doors when a raid starts, they'll run inside. But that's it. I have a tree golem. Yeah, no, he's he's kind of hanging out over there. I'm not sure quite what he thinks is the idea. He's got the high ground. Maybe I should call him Obi-Wan. So what I really need to do is feed these guys and trade with them a whole bunch more. So I'm going to be doing the farmer's job over here, growing these spuds for a while. At least they don't get mad if you start doing their job for them. Coming over here, taking my job. Requiring my friends to breed. If you have a scented bell in the village, they will spawn 2 golems a day in case you have enough villagers. I think you just need meeting points for that, don't you? The bell is like a focal meeting point, but does it actually increase spawn rates? Because I thought that was just tied to gossip. They meet at the bell and the farmers feed the others. Okay, okay. So it may be a... let's give you 20 of those. Sounds like the trade's just refreshed. Let's divide these up a little bit. Lovely. Thought the bell was needed for it to count as a village. Nope. All you need for a village is a couple of villagers, some workstations, and some beds. That's it. Yes, Betsy, the Weaponsmith's eye patch is really fun. I like it as a feature. So if I'm right, they won't breed until... Oh, there's a cat now, look. There you go. They won't breed until, like, mingling time starts. Probably in about, like, 2,000 game ticks, something like that. Weaponsmiths were running with scissors. Yeah, you kind of wonder how a weaponsmith gets an eye patch. One villager and 1 point of interest will do for a village. I'm pretty sure it has to be a... Did you see him? Did you see him give a flower to the little babby guy? He's scared. Aww. You have no hiding place now. But yeah, when I did the raid at that desert village, there was one villager left. There were clearly beds and workstations around, and yet the raid... Basically, like, I failed the raid because it thought all of the villagers were dead, or that the village just didn't count as a village anymore. If jelly shows up, am I going to try and keep it? I don't have any fish right now, so I could try and tame a couple of cats around here if I did some fishing. Maybe that's what we can chop for Choppin' Tuesday today. We can chop some fish. We can just do some fishing in the swamp. Chop in water. There you go. Now you're speaking my language. Alright, gents. Let's get your breed on. It's almost time. I need to get used to figuring out what time of day it is by the position of the sun. I do really wish there were shadows so you could do like a sundial type of thing. I know you can have like a clock, but it would be kind of fun to just have it like as an actual built thing. Chishing Tuesday. Oh my goodness. There we go. Look, it's happening. It's happening. Villagers. More villagers. I'm sneaking so they don't spot me. Is that another little jungle boy? It's a jungle boy! Oh, more breeding is happening. Guys, go down there into the swamp. Oh, sorry, too late. We have 2 more babies. Wow. Amazing. It was a double date. Remember the first village which I framed with fences? You should try the raid there. Yeah, I might do that at some point. But I don't know quite what the defenses are like over there. It's probably not adequate. Stonemason is trying to get out into the swamp over here. Hello, my friend. Oh, you want to get some clay? That's probably what it is. You need to do a whole lot of trading to level these guys up, don't you? How do villager breeding mechanics work? You basically need to give them food still, or trade with them. I assume that still makes them willing. And then there need to be enough beds for a baby villager to be able to sleep in one. And that seems to be it. You don't need doors. You don't need, like, specific conditions for them. I think they just need to have enough food and beds for the babies. Hello, gents. What you trading these days? The really terrible sword. I need to get some coal. Wow, there's like 3 of them now. It's a village gang. I really wish more of them would go over to the swamp and breed. I want to see more swamp villages. Move some point of interest to the swamp. I guess so. If we have a bell or something, I can move it out over there. This guy's going to trade me stone pickaxes. I just need to go and get some coal. That's probably what we need. Can I do a tutorial for how to make time-lapse and cinematic clips to Minecraft? I mean, I could, I suppose, but it's pretty simple. And the problem with making a tutorial for it is that it's not... It's something that requires you to buy a second Minecraft account, so... First tutorial is spend money. I like the fact that the young'uns seem to... Oh, no, that guy literally grew up in bed. That was a growth spurt, wasn't it? Yeah, my mom plays with the 200 bits. Thank you so much for the bits and the 20 bonus bits. How long did it take to make the defense wall? The wall itself probably only took about 20 minutes to build. Lighting everything up took about an hour, though. Because that's a much more, like, intensive task. But yeah, the perimeter wall was not long. I didn't chop any of the wood beforehand, though. I ended up, like, just going back to my inventory at the storage unit back in Founder's Forge and brought a ton of logs with me. I brought, like, a full shulker box of jungle wood. So this was about... I want to say like 15 or 16 stacks. It's a lot. I'll give you that. It's a lot. Let's do some fishing. Like I need to do a lot of stuff, but I want to do some fishing so that I can potentially tame a cat. Hello. All right. Just gonna have a shulker box full of diamond gear vanish in front of me, are we? Very nice. Put the cartography table in the swamp. I guess I could, right? Boom. Oh, looks like a morning breed is happening. There are literally kids standing around as well. There we go. Literally, yeah, no, it confirms that the biome is what chooses the outfit for them. There we go, we've got a cartographer, a lovely novice cartographer, and we can buy a map off of you. Yoink. Thank you, my friend. Now let's open this up and see where we're not. Yep, thought so. It's going to be like 3 maps. Look at all the beds. All the beds on there. Let's get the shield out. There we go. Yeah, I knew this wasn't going to be neat. But there's a section up there and a section over there. Chopping down a forest while watching. Hey, there you go. You know what day it is. We don't have a fisherman right now, so that's me. I'm blending in with village life. Time to chop some water. What am I doing today? I'm working on breeding up some villagers here at my new village site in the jungle/swamp. Somebody called it the Swungle Village the other day, and I like that. I like that as an option. The end goal with this project is to have one villager of every profession. Preferably one villager of every profession with, like, each outfit, because the jungle and swamp villagers do look very different. Look at them trying to pathfind away from the village. Here, kitty, kitty. I saw one around here a minute ago. Where you at? Where you at, cat? Oh, there it is. You need to approach cautiously like you would with the ocelots. It's definitely moving away. Don't know if it's actually spotted me or if it's just like, nah. I plan to host the Minecraft Village Olympics and have them all complete in various disciplines over a fortnight once every 4 years. Have them play Fortnite every 4 years. That cat is definitely running away from me. It's keeping its distance. Don't know why. I've got raw fish. Your favourite. Alright, do you guys want some raw fish? One of them is clearly a fisherman. I do like the fact they're just running around in this little group. It's so funny to see them run around as a unit. Oh, hello. Hi. Oh, we got a cat. Yes. Friend. Cat and pig will be best of friends. You can be a library cat. Hang out here with the librarian. Keep the creepers away. Oh. And yeah, it's clearly gonna, like, sleep with one of the villagers. Not sleep with, but you know what I mean. Wish you could set pets to roam locally instead of just sit still or follow you. Yeah, it would be nice. The cats kind of do that, but it's not really that controllable. And they also just sit on chests and generally make a nuisance of themselves. So basically like a real cat. You dye the cat's collar like with dogs? I believe you can. I'm pretty sure you can. How can I improve the spawn rate of slimes in my farm? I think lighting up the caves around it is probably a good idea. I think that does make a difference to slime spawn rates. The tuxedo cat over there. Hi, friend. You don't have as good a paper trade as the other guy, but whatever. We need the XP. We need to level you guys up some. I want people to come and breed in the swamp. We're going to name the cat. I don't have a name tag on me right now. Let's try dyeing the collar, though. This one's got a red collar right now. There you go. It blends in. Look at these boisterous lads. So good. So yeah, one of the other advancements that they've added is to tame all of the cat variants. So we now have 1 of 11. Looking forward to getting the other 11, just like the other 10 rather, just standing around here. Do I have any pets in my house? In my IRL house? No, I do not. I used to own 2 cats, but sadly they both passed away a few years ago. Lads, lads, lads. These boisterous bouncing babies. What can we trade? Yeah, we really need to get some coal. We need to get some coal, and we need to do like a mass food farm. The way crop nano farms work has changed in this update as well, but they should be quite easy to fix. Does sky access matter? No, not really. Sky access never mattered for villagers, it was just confusing. And like and saying sky access was just the easiest way of explaining what the deal was with villagers. But it was never really a factor in villages. Does fishermen not add another kind of food supply to the village? I don't know if they throw fish around. They don't seem to interact with the water in any way. Which a few people have noted is kind of a shame. And I agree with that. Like, people were expecting fishermen to actually go and fish, and they don't. There's some coal in a cave nearby. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of coal around. I just need to go caving for it, but I kind of don't want to, like, leave any of these guys because I feel like they're just going to die if I'm not around. This guy's like, don't play too close to the cave. But yeah, there's coal here. I know about this coal. It's quite a decent vein of coal, actually. 26. It's going to be enough for a couple of trades. Hi, friend. But yeah, I just need to bring a ton of tradable resources over here and really get trading with these guys. Bedtime. Which is the best and sufficient fuel in Minecraft? I mean, there's a lot of different answers to that. Lava isn't renewable, but it smelts 100 things, so that's technically, like, numerically the best fuel. 1 bucket of lava, 100 items. Then again, blocks of coal will stack to 64, and each of them smelts 80 items. They're quite difficult to get, but you can farm coal from withers, so technically it's renewable. Wither skeletons, not the wither. So technically that's renewable as a resource. Some people have been making bamboo farms, and like kelp is obviously a big thing since 1.13. There's a lot of options out there. Yes, new villages. I'm actually going to leave the village just for a bit to go and get some more tradable resources. So bear with me. I have a ton of coal ore that I can just fortune. I'll just bring it all back with me. Trade it all to these lads. Really burns through the fireworks going down this tunnel. Yep. Low ceiling. Oh. Take that corner. It's easy to be good at Elytra when you have a single-player world. Elytra on servers right now is a nightmare. And with one rocket to spare, we made it. Lovely. I could have made that tunnel diagonal and probably saved on a few fireworks, but eventually we'll probably make it into a boat path. Or a minecart track or something. And now the dodgy chunk rendering comes into full effect. Eee. Bring on 14.1. So yeah, welcome back to Founders Forge. I'm going to pick up some jungle saplings while I'm here, because, believe it or not, I don't have that many jungle saplings over at the jungle. Believe it or not. Let's bring 16, and... yeah, see, this is how much jungle wood I have left. I had more or less, like, 5 lines of full stacks of jungle wood before. When's the next episode continuing the Nether Hub? I don't know, because the problem with that is I don't really have any lessons to teach from, like, a tutorial perspective about the Nether Hub. Like, it's just a matter of, like, getting on and building it, which is fine for all intents and purposes. Like, I will continue to build the Nether Hub at some point, but it's not really something I can make an episode about, other than just, like, how to design a cool Nether Hub, I guess, which isn't necessarily a video people are going to want to watch. And so, yeah, I try and... there are 3 things that motivate me to make episodes. It's, do I have something to teach? Like, is there something that I can make a tutorial about where people aren't going to be like, well, this is just you building for half an hour? Do I have any ideas? And right now I'm kind of stalled on ideas for the Nether Hub. I know I want the shape to be a certain way, but I don't know how to decorate it. And then third, do I have time? Which sometimes I don't. Hey, Mr. Badgerseth, what's up? Now the tunnels need packed ice, regular ice melts. I mean, you can use regular ice as long as you don't have light sources around it, but then that obviously creates the problem of mob spawns. But then if you coat the entire thing with regular ice, then nothing's going to spawn there. Packed ice and blue ice are faster, though, if you're using boats. And yeah, blue ice is expensive. You can buy it from wandering traders now, but you get like 1 block for 6 emeralds. It's not much. I really feel like they need to buff the blue ice trades in favor of the player. Ow. Always fun to be rocketing through the sky in the Nether. At least the chunks in the Nether seem to load okay. Just trying to get some marking done. Ah. One of those days. Joe says, love the videos, started playing the game back in January and your channel taught me how to play the game. Awesome. Always lovely to hear when the survival guide has helped people. What on earth is happening right there? That was weird. Like, I fired off 2 rockets. I seemed to hit the ground, but I was, like, literally hit the ground running at that point. That was very weird. Moonwalking. I mean, if it was backwards, maybe. I should have tried that. I should have, like, turned around. Unfortunately, I stopped on a 1-block wide bridge above lava, so... Hello, I'm back. Did you miss me? Yeah, you can fix the armor thing by just taking it off and putting it back on again. It's easy enough. Would I join Hermitcraft Season 7? I don't know. They'd have to invite me first, so... What are we chopping today? Right now, coal, actually. I was thinking about farming some jungle wood. We'll probably still do that later, but now I have all of these lovely villagers. A lot of them want to trade coal with me, so I figure I might as well actually get a coal trade together. I have so much of this stuff. I never use coal for fuel, so may as well use it for trading. Gonna be a coal magnate. Yeah, pretty much. When your cube is 7 by 8. Maybe it's 7 by 7. Yeah, I think it is. Not a good shape for a cube when you're building in stacks of 64. Did I play Minecraft Story Mode? I played 1 chapter of it. And yeah, that was it. I played that on like a 12-hour stream I did way back in the day. I never really played it for like Let's Plays on my channel or anything. Hey, Cosren, you're finally catching a Choppin' Tuesday. Good work. Welcome to the Coal Chopping Marathon 2019. Trade all the things. And this is going to get us like an inventory's worth of coal, so we should have lots to trade with our new friends over here. Alongside natural generating swamp and jungle villages, do you think they should make a river-type village? I mean, you already get river villages, I think. Like, they're just plains villages that use a bit more mossy cobblestone. I think that's how it works. Or is that just in Bedrock Edition? I forget. I'm pretty sure one of the versions still has river villages of some sort, but they don't have unique villager costumes, and to be honest, like, I think it's too much to have a villager costume and like a village style for every biome in the world. Like, it sort of makes sense, but it also just feels a little bit too excessive. It's putting too much attention onto a feature that not everybody's going to want. Yes, I'm going to do a 1.14 version of the Iron Farm. You are sort of looking at it. I mean, not really, but wherever the Iron Golem got to at this stage. Don't tell me he's gone over the wall. He's been threatening to do that for a little while. We'll find him, like, looking back over the wall like in Attack on Titan. How much more coal do I have? Like 2 stacks, I think. See, people always have two ideas for jungle villages. It's either Like a campsite style thing or an Ewok village. I don't plan on doing either. I mean, this is already kind of a campsite, but... Did the Iron Golem spawn by the villagers? Yes. He did. Iron Golems do need a specific environment in which to spawn, though, so you can tighten up the spawnable area quite considerably if you know how. What is the best XP farm? There's a few different ones. Like, it totally depends on what resources you've got available to you. Personally, I think... Oh, we got a Wandering Trader coming in. I think Guardian Farm is probably the best one that I have. Blaze Farm was good, but it's broken in 1.14. Yes, this is the 2001 A Space Odyssey monolith right now. Hi, friend. I'll open the gate for you. There we go. Bring your llamas in as well. Great. Now we have llamas. Yes, that's a lot of coal. I know, right? Oh, this guy trades Nautilus shells. Wonderful. Excellent. Good. And Lily of the Valley, too. Uh-huh. We got some brain coral. Cool. Bunch of useless trades. Very nice. How are Blaze Farms broken? Yeah, when I go to my Blaze Farm, if you attack them, they aggro on you. Which they didn't used to do before. They only used to actually aggro on you if you could see them. But now when I swipe my sword at the villagers, the blazes who are in the trap that they all fall into, then they get angry and then they float upwards. And then they pass that aggro onto all of the other blazes in the surrounding area. And then they float upwards, and then the slime block flying machines no longer work. And they just all fly around. I know you can kill the trader. I don't want to. I don't see the point. I don't want all these llamas just around everywhere. Chicken cooker doesn't work anymore either. Frilioth has a fix for it. Frilioth has a new design. What are you doing? Why are you here? This tower of coal is not for you. You're an idiot. Now you're dangling your llamas off the thing. You look like a twerp. Stop it. You fool. Go downstairs. Have they started despawning the trader llamas? The trader's llamas despawn if they're still attached to him via leads. But more often than not, the trader like wanders around like an idiot and ends up breaking the leads. Like he gets stuck on a tree, he moves past the tree, the llamas are too big, the leads break, and then if the leads are detached, the llamas don't despawn. Because it's as though you have killed the trader, basically. Which is how come some people have seen the llamas stick around after the trader disappears. I will spleef you off the side of this giant coal block. Don't think I won't. Because I will. He wants 20% of the coal. He can have 20% of my butt. Actually, no, he can't. I need that. He had an invisible trader. When you clicked where he was supposed to be, he reappeared. He has invisibility potions on him. He'll actually take them if he thinks he's in danger, which is pretty funny. Can you get a nether village? I mean, you can build a nether village yourself. And it's something I will probably do eventually because it's fun as like an experiment. Alright, let's put coal in here, I guess. Because that's a fun, tradable resource to have. Idiot. Why? How can you build a bat farm? Why do you want to build a bat farm? Is the question. It's not a how, it's a why. Raids in the Nether would be interesting, especially considering that the pillagers have to spawn on grass or sand. So you could probably have a very easy time controlling where they spawned and make raid traps very easily. Not to mention the amount of magma blocks that are in the area. Of course, your villagers would probably be perpetually scared because zombie pigmen spawn everywhere in the Nether and in any light level, and villagers are scared of zombie pigmen, even though the pigmen don't attack them. Go down there. Yeah, the coal is just for trading. Saw someone do a raid in the end. Yeah, there you go. That's going to be a lot of fun. Have the pillagers just spawn on a different island and fall into the void. Would love that. Just trap doors over the void and then have them open so that the pillagers just walk straight into them. Would they try to sleep in a place with no day-night cycle? They would. I assume they take it out of the day-night cycle in the overworld. But villagers are able to sleep in beds in the Nether without them exploding. So, like, it works. The village still functions. Skull Daisy with the 2 months. Thank you so much for the 2 months of support. Let's see some sub hype in the chat, please. Thank you for the resub. Villagers are hackers. Basically, yes. But we knew that already. Bedrock is quite broken at the moment. Like, forever, basically. Bedrock.jpg. What keyboard am I using? I have a Logitech G13 or something like that, or G513. I forget exactly what it's called. I don't think it's even a Logitech, is it? I don't know. The information about all of the stuff I use is on the About page of my YouTube channel, if you want that. It's a keyboard, you know, the one with the keys. Well, I've seen some really nice keyboards lately with, like, those custom keycaps where people, like, basically build their own keyboard. That seems like a fun thing to get into. I imagine it gets pretty expensive, but it can be quite nice. Yeah, what does everyone think of that Minecraft, like, AR thing that they teased in that, like, trailer video the other day? Do we care? Do we care about that? Everyone's like, it's Pokemon Go, but with Minecraft. I'm like, yeah, but I don't like Pokemon Go anymore. I mean, sure, it's probably not for me. Put it that way, it's probably not for me. But I'm not really that interested. If it's an AR thing, if it's just like a mobile phone experience, cool. I'm probably not going to play with it for more than like 5 minutes. And people are making a lot of assumptions about it that are not based in any kind of fact. It's literally just a video where somebody picks up a phone and then there's all this stuff in Minecraft has come to life in the world around them, except that's not how it works, is it? There's this stuff all around you, but you can only look at it through your phone, giving us all the more reason to look down at our phones constantly. If you go to the Microsoft Twitter account, I'm pretty sure they posted it there. They were like, what's this about Minecraft? Those Minecraft people are up to something. And yeah, I have no idea. I'll never need coal again. I will once I've traded it to all of these villagers. Connor Alexandra with the 20 bits. Do Wandering Traders have POI? What is POI? Can you control where they go when they visit, build a market or a trading place? No, I don't think... Oh, points of interest, sorry. Yeah, no, they don't. Their point of interest, I believe, is just the player. Because this guy just seems to be following me around, considering that I'm really not doing very much. He followed me all the way up to the top of the stack of coal with his llamas. Like, I'm pretty certain they just follow the player. Because that's the whole point of them, right? Like, they don't interact with the other villagers all that much. They don't breed. And they just disappear at the end of the day. Or at the end of, like, 2 or 3 days. Right, that's all the coal. So, let's trade. Yeah, it would be really nice if you could build a house for them. Or, like, have, like, a little caravan kind of thing that they just spawn in. But it's so random that you just can't predict it. Okay, Novice Armorer. Let's see what you got. I guess we'll buy one of those off you as well. Get a bit of variety in. He's got bells now, yes. I need more emeralds, though. You. Show me your wares. Your elite wares. There we go. Oh, you got a bell as well. Very good. And you can give me 1 emerald for 1 iron ingot. Which is better than the usual trade, but... There we go. A bit more coal then, I guess. And now we buy bell. Hey, we have bell. We have bell now. And now they're all going to bed. What are all the workstation blocks? These 3, 4. That one there, that one there. The rest I've got in a chest over here somewhere. Oh, and the cartography table that's in the swamp. Night-night, Montague. An idiot. How do you make the villagers reduce their prices? These are all cured from zombie villagers. At least most of them are. So they've automatically given me a discount because they're grateful to just not be zombies anymore. Hi, friend. Enjoy your newfound professional aptitude. Oh, you've got bells as well. Very good. Very good. Well, I guess you're the toolsmith, aren't you, right now? Am I going to build a villager breeder? Yes, eventually. Not today. So they remember being zombies, I guess. I don't know. That's the cartographer. This guy's new. It's confusing me because they've got that, like, jungle kilt kind of thing. Sarong skirt thing. And that there looks like it should be the gem or the badge or whatever that they've got on their belts, but it's not, so. Will I do a raid at this village eventually? That's kind of the idea, yes. I would like to do something like that. Anyway, let's get the rest of the workstation blocks set up. Let's get a fisherman, a shepherd, a fletcher, a cleric, I suppose. I've got plenty of rotten flesh to trade to the cleric if that's what they've got for trading. What do I do for trading? Bop. And beep. And boop. Also, clang. So tempting to ring that right now, but then they'll just run around like maniacs. There we go. We got him now. So this guy's now a leather worker. Beautiful. Some fancy, colourful pants. I like. That's the cartographer. We've met you before. This guy is a butcher. Wonderful, with the white apron and the headband. I like the headband. You come back. Got a couple more babbies around here as well. And this lot are all the folks that we are familiar with. What are you two doing? You slacking off over here? Are these two outside the range of those trades? I think they are. Go back this way. Get a job. I have so many workstation blocks for you, and yet you persist in this tomfoolery. There you go. That's right. You're a fisherman now. Enjoy. You, go to work. Go to work. Plenty of jobs. Plenty of jobs available at the job fair. Perfect. Good. Okay, so there's a radius, basically, is what we're learning. So let's see what we got going on here. We have this guy, fishing, string trade, fish, good, that's fine. Butcher with raw pork chops and raw rabbit. Cartographer trading paper. Shepherd trading brown wool and grey wool. Those trades aren't great. Like, I get that they're naturally spawning sheep, so you don't even have to worry about dyeing them or anything, but I feel like 15 wool is quite a high ask. That's like 5 shearings of sheep with optimal wool spawns. Okay, I think the next thing to do is going to be to feed a few more of them. But hopefully if the bell down there means they're going to congregate around that site, we should start to see a few more swamp villagers coming through. Am I a fan of Marvel? I like them. I've seen a few of their films. And by a few, I mean like all but 2 of them. I'm not sure I consider myself a fan in like the grandest sense of the stuff. Like, I haven't watched most of the TV stuff Marvel does. And I'm not really a fan. I've not read that many of the comics. I would like to, but I don't always have the money or the time. Not that it takes long to read a comic necessarily, but sometimes they're a bit of a time investment. So we don't have a cleric yet. Because I haven't put down a brewing stand, but also because we don't have another villager. Will villagers share workstations? I don't think so. Like, you can't have 2 villagers attached to the same workstation. You can have multiple villagers of the same profession. Be a nice place to build a pavilion. It might, yes. Thank you, Fev, for the host. So this guy's going to grow up to be either a cleric or a Fletcher, it looks like. Or no, we've got the shepherd already, haven't we? So yeah, all of these guys have got their professions locked down, it seems like. This guy's just standing on top of the smoker like an absolute boss. So yeah, they each need a workstation for themselves. I do like that this guy's taking time out of his librarianing duties to just kind of chat it up with this guy and bounce on the bed together. That's kind of neat. Where did the Iron Golem go, by the way? Has he just wandered off? Is he just in the jungle somewhere? I thought so. Mate, come back. He probably went out there at night because he saw a zombie spawn out here or something, and now he just can't get back to the village. But he doesn't seem very keen to try. Then again, that could also mean that the villagers are going to want to make another Iron Golem before long. So, very low-rate iron farm. He said no one wanted the poppies. There we go, Fev with the 2 months. There it is. Thank you so much for the 2 months of support. Can we see some resub hype in the chat, please? Loving Survival Guide. Keep up the good work. Hey, thank you. So let's chop some wood, because I'm just watching these guys now. It's so fun watching them, though. Like, I really can't explain why. But there's just something about the fact that they've got these little routines now and these workstations and everything that's just so entertaining. Hey, thank you so much for the 20 bits, Fev. Also, wow, generating a little bit of lag chopping this tree down. Like, there go my frames, all of a sudden. What even is leaf decay? There we go, we got it. And now we get free sticks. How to not get bored of single player. Set projects for yourself to do. Are they gonna do it? Are they gonna... Oh. Okay, okay, okay. I need to throw some potatoes at them. Because they're all over there by the bell. That's very cool that that's like designated meeting point now. So if we can grow them some spuds and chuck a few of these around, then maybe we get some more swamp villages. Oh, I'm so excited. My friends, enjoy foods. Have some spuds. Eat things. Food around the bell. Come get it. And for you, my friend. Nope, okay, you apparently did not want my potatoes. Okay, they did. Good. Now we step back and we let the magic happen. Yes. And do we get a baby swamp villager out of this? Oh, the magic is happening. I'll give them some privacy. Look at that guy over there bouncing on the bed. So funny. Yes, we have swamp babies. Oh, look at their little heads. Look at their little heads with their little lily pad hair. It's so good. So good. Excellent. So the bell will actually kind of show them where they need to go and hang out, and then they will... If I remove that, are they just going to disperse? No, I guess not. But then they're all going to run back towards the beds in a minute anyway. Good. Good, 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 good. Yes. Yes, come to bed, my friends. 200 bits from Yeah My Mum Plays with the bonus 20. Thank you so much for the bits. Swamp babies. Oh, man, it's like Shrek the Fourth up in here or whatever. Does he have kids at any point? That's probably a terrible question to ask the internet. Does Shrek have children? I know the donkey and the dragon do at some point, right? Of course Shrek has children. Silly question. Yeah, that probably does happen in the fourth movie. Oh, I'm so excited for swamp babies. More than I should be, really. But yes, that's very cool. So we can kind of direct them towards specific meeting areas. If we want them to go and breed in the swamp, we put the bell down there. Yes, wonderful. I'll keep the bell there, actually, because we've got more jungle villagers than swamp guys right now. So we'll use that as the meeting point. And we have another iron golem, unless the other one, like, somehow found his way back in here, which I doubt. I imagine all of the gossip around here. Yeah, there we go. One of them's outside. Uh-oh. That ain't good. How did he get out? Where did he get out? He might have walked up over this. I kind of need you to come back to work, my friend. He'll probably try and go there automatically once it's... Yeah, it's daytime now and he's confused. Let's let the pig out and let the villager back in. In you go. In you go, my friend. Go to work. No, the other way. Hello? Norman? He made his choice. No, but I've traded with this guy and everything. Hey, yeah. Come back. Come back through. Okay, I'll knock that one down for you then. Go on. There you go. Good lads. At least it's easy to direct them where you want them to go if they've got a job. Then they just, like, all run that way. Of course, now there's another guy out here. Hey. You want back in as well, then? Nobody leaves the village. What did you miss, Viv? Not a great deal, to be honest. just been breeding villagers over here. I think they're probably, some of them are getting out because of the vines on these trees. Need to chop these down. But then there's areas like this where I left some of the leaves around. I guess stuff like this is probably going to have to go as well. I just wanted to make things a little bit more artsy. But no, apparently that's just illegal. Do something like this. There. There, that's better. They shouldn't be able to get up over there. This one they can definitely leave. So we'll do this instead. I don't think they can really go diagonally like that. This is going to have to go. Just got to baby-proof this entire village, I guess. Nobody leaves. Nobody ever goes in. Nobody ever comes out. The Forbidden Village. M. Night Shyamalan's The Village. Anyway, let's continue chopping. Oh, the prodigal golem returns. Amazing. Come back to us, my son. He's just patrolling the perimeter. What an absolute boss. Although the fact that he can get back onto the wall from there is a slight concern for if we get a raid. You can imagine those Ravager beast things coming over the wall very easily. Right, we have a Fletcher now. There's probably a cleric knocking about somewhere as well. Somewhere. I don't see him over there, though. I do like the way they try and, like, walk away from their thing. Like, the AI just makes them go, oh, I should probably leave. Oh, no. I'm too far from my designated place of work. Why is this guy running around everywhere? What's his deal? Has he seen something? Is there, like, a zombie pigman come through the portal or whatnot? He's running around all crazy. Either that or there's just enough villagers right now that it's lagging slightly, but it doesn't seem to be. Wow! Like, why are you freaking out, my dude? You okay? Is there like a baby zombie in the water on the outside of here or something? He's just kind of scared of the nether. He's taking that speed 2 potion, right? There are dark areas around here. I mean, there's one there. Should probably take that out. Seriously. He's acting like there's a threat somewhere around here, and I don't believe there is. Oh, 1.14.1 is out? Really? Okay, we might have to update if that's the case. Oh, it's a pre-release for 1.14.1. Okay. That's a different story. Because if it's a pre-release, I don't know if I want to update to it right away. Yeah, Adrian on Ostergaard on Twitter just posted it about 5 minutes ago. So it looks like we have a pre-release one for the next update, but not a full release quite yet. So maybe hold your horses a little bit. I could take a backup of the world and open it in the pre-release, but I don't know if I want to do that. It might not be worth the risk if there's issues with it. I wonder if this trader wants to leave and he's just like building up speed to jump over the wall. Everyone's like, hold your llamas, yeah. He just wants to sprint jump it. Is he just scared of jungle trees? I think the jungle tree might have been freaking him out. It's too big! It's too big! Do we have a cleric yet? One of these guys must be a cleric, surely. Leatherworker. This guy's the Fletcher, you can tell by the cap. That's a shepherd. Cartographer, of course, with the monocle. The different apron guys. Oh, okay, excuse me. Don't mind me. I'm pretty sure we had another baby villager over here somewhere. But no, they're still knocking around over there, so they haven't grown up yet. He's spooked by despawning leaves. No, he was freaking out and running around when the jungle tree was just there. I think there might have been dark spots in there he just wanted to avoid or something. Have I seen a baby zombie villager yet? No, I haven't. The clerics stand out with their collars. Okay. I'll look for a guy with a big old collar. Because I've got these two over here. That guy. It's so funny how high up they sleep on the bed. I mean, I know that's where the pillow is, but it just looks so silly. We got two golems already. Has this guy come in from over the wall yet? The Colossal Titan. Nope, he's still there. Good. The golems are instantly like, we must protect the beds. The question is, which one of these beds is mine now? I don't want to block any villagers from getting to their designated resting spaces. The one that shall remain free. He's basically making sure nobody comes in from the outside. He's out here defending us from the zombies. They're so cute and tiny. They are pretty cute and tiny. So we have... Who's this guy? Where are you running off to? Is that the stonemason? That is the stonemason. Oh no, he's the toolsmith, right? Yeah. Montague. How many beds are required for 3 iron golems? It's not about how many beds there are. Except on Bedrock, where it is. But it's about the villagers deciding they need a golem. Which, in theory, should start to kind of level itself out when they have enough iron golems, but I think after a certain point they just don't have much to gossip about. So they'll probably just start making iron golems even when they don't need them. If they decide they don't need one, then that's it. Like, they don't spawn anymore. Let's trade some more with you. Thanks. That Fortune 3 book is worth keeping. Your village has like 8 iron golems. Yeah. It does seem to be the case that they will just spawn them and spawn them and spawn them. Which is unfortunate, but then, you know, the mechanic is new. And obviously they want to make iron farms viable to people who need those. So you just kind of deal, I guess. I need a cleric to trade all of this rotten flesh with. And it's work time, so let's see if one has showed up. Doesn't look like it, not yet. One of these baby lads is going to have to grow up and be a cleric. He's going to enter the priesthood. There's a lot of them now, though. Don't have any mending villagers here. I have one that I've had from the previous update. So I haven't really been, like, trying to grind this area for mending villagers or anything, because they're just going to show up when they show up. I've got mending books in the meantime. I don't really need anything else. Just going to put a fence here. Just in case. Likewise here, I guess. Because they're going to try and get out of some of this stuff around here, aren't they? Hup. That might potentially be dangerous. Possible Patreon issue? With what? I thought that guy was a cleric then. Evidently not. Oh, look. A visitor. Hi. Could I make a floating island base? I could. Will I? No. At least not for a while. Patron, no verification for perks. Is your Patreon connected to your Discord account? Because I can send manual invites, but if your Discord is connected to Patreon, you should just be able to get added to the Discord automatically. That's how it works. When it says, like, Discord rewards and stuff, I'm pretty sure Patreon has a site that you can go to that will help you link it. I can't remember off the top of my head exactly how that works, because my Patreon has always just been hooked up to my email address anyway. Thought Floating Island was the plan for the old iron farm. Yeah, it is. I mean, I just don't plan on building anything like right now on stream. Which is what I assume everybody is asking when they say, like, can you build this? They mean, like, right now. And the answer to that is no. But the answer to, like, could I hypothetically build it is absolutely yes. Nothing is off limits. There you go. Otakaro seems to know what's up. Yeah, that tree doesn't seem to have spooked the Wandering Trader in the way that the other one did, so we will see. We'll see what happens. Still waiting on a cleric, though. I'm a little bit worried the kids might decide to play outside the village. Especially when I only see one of these guys. Oh no, there's two here. Gotta check outside the perimeter every now and again. The iron golems can't protect them forever. Yep, there we go. This one's got out. How? Why are you here? Get back in. Go in the hole. Vines? Probably not the problem. Like, how have you... Did the other two, like, help him over the wall? What? What happened there? Probably this, right? Man, I can't do anything artistic around these villagers. I can pull them in using a fishing rod. I'll wait for him to want to go to bed. Because eventually he'll try and re-enter the village because he wants to pathfind to his bed, and he will find that he can't. It's just not spawn-proofed out here, and I don't want the kids to end up getting moided. You want to go inside, buddy? Especially now you're all grown up. My dude. Get in the village. You're an idiot. No. He's telling a cautionary tale. I saw it. I saw the outside. Now, one of these guys should now be a cleric, in theory. Oh, I see him. I see him with the cape. He's got the cape of the creeper. Hello, sir. 29 rotten flesh trade. Okay, not terrible. We can work with that. Very nice. Thank you kindly. Enjoy your apprenticeship. 1 gold, 1 emerald. It's pretty good. I do kind of wish they gave you, like, more of the stuff that they were trading. Like, the extra lapis and redstone and stuff. Yeah, that was like a rite of passage. That guy left the village and he immediately grew up. It's pretty funny. He's like, I'm a man now. I must work. Speaking of which, I should probably put down some more workstation blocks, shouldn't I? And get a few more librarians. I think I've got the rest of the workstations all done now, though. Like, I don't think there are any more professions. There we go. That lad's a librarian now. Excellent. Yeah, we could probably do with a couple more farmers. I'm not going to deny that. Yeah, mob griefing basically prevents a lot of stuff with villager activity. They won't harvest crops. They won't pick up items. Because technically they're, like, taking stuff that a player might not want them to take. You can still make villagers willing to breed by trading with them, though. So it's not like it's going to be a huge problem for, like, villager breeding if mob griefing is off. But obviously that requires a bit more player interaction than it did previously. The golem's just, like, pushing the villagers out of bed. Right, you're the one you're the one we've traded with already. Should have been able to tell that from the badge, shouldn't I? Fire protection 2. No. Not keen. So let's refresh those trades. This guy should remain an apprentice. The other guy should be going back to being unemployed, and then when the sun comes up and he goes to work, he's going to go back to being unemployed. You're good. This guy, not so much. Once the sun gets to about there. You're constantly trading with them and they emit green willingness particles but they're not breeding. The green particles have nothing to do with willingness. It's them like leveling up and earning XP. The heart particles are about willingness. Look at this little guy standing in a hole. They're like, you okay down there? Alright. In a second or two, everyone should start going to work. Do I have a fisherman yet? I do, yeah. There's a barrel down there. Fisherman will go and hang out by that in a second. He's the guy with the little hat. And this guy's going to wander over here and go, oh, my profession. Where's my lectern? Or maybe the two of those guys are using the same lectern now. If I break this one... Yep, there he goes. Okay, good. Try that again. Lure 1. Still not very good. But that guy stays as a librarian because we've already given him the profession. He's just got bookshelves now. Thorns 1. Okay. Not really what I want. Next. Bookshelves still. Friendo. Look, there is lectern in your life again. There you go. Had a funny 5 minutes. Aqua affinity. Still not good. Fire aspect 2. Meh. Luck of the sea. Why are they giving me like all the fishing enchantments I don't need? This is a hint of some kind. He didn't lose the profession there. There we go. Piercing 1. Don't need it. Already got a piercing 3 crossbow. Where is your job now? There we go. Frostwalker 1. Slightly better, but I've already got that trade somewhere else. Lure 1. Again. Back to bookshelves. Oh joy, oh joy. Yeah, it's really like... It's not certain if I put down 1 lectern or 2. I'm just waiting for me to swing my axe at this thing and kill a child accidentally. How do I know all the names of the villagers, or do I just make up the names as they go? I mean, like, for the ones I've name tagged, I'm just making it up. Fire aspect 2. Again, still not great. Liara with 8 months. Thank you so much for the 8 months of support. Let's see some resub hype in the chat, please. Hey, Liara, how you doing? Blast protection 3. I mean, that could be useful now that you can enchant armor with all the protection types, but not into it. There's so many enchanted books. That's the problem, really, is like there are so many potential books this guy could have. BZ4M subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Enjoy your emotes. Welcome to the Pixels. You are 1 in a million. I appreciate the support. Bane of Arthropods 2. Well, you want to reconsider that trade there? Mending, 6 emeralds. There you go. Better than Mendelssohn. Good lad. Finally. And 2 emeralds for a bookshelf. I will take that. Not least because then I can actually put some bookshelves around here. It's like a library corner. Also, I can break these down into books. Except I've got Silk Touch, so I'll have to break them with something else. Does it mean his name is Mendelssohn? Mendelssohn. Alright, sell me your mending books. What? Oh, 6 emeralds, of course. Sorry, my bad. Mendelssohn II. Mendelssohn's Second Symphony. Hey. So many books. Have a sapling and some wheat seeds. Enjoy. Son of Mendel. I'll buy a few more bookshelves. Three bookshelves for 2 emeralds is a pretty good trade. And he's got Riptide 2 as a second book. Hey, not bad. Also, we can... Yeah, it's not quite a one-to-one trade. There were some folks who were saying, like, you can... I guess 1 book for 1 emerald kind of is. You can buy 3 bookshelves, break them, get the books, sell them back to him for more than the bookshelves cost initially. Which is pretty funny. Is that you? Oh, you're a journeyman now. I see. And he's buying ink sacs. I guess for... Yeah, that makes sense. Unlock more things. Expert librarian. Written books. Compass. Nice, okay. Let's buy 6 of those for no apparent reason except to make myself some more maps. And we have a master librarian who's going to sell us a name tag. Perfect. And he's got the diamond jewel. Great. 3 bookshelves for 2 emeralds. You get 1 emerald per book. Yep, that's officially a broken trade. But then with all of the trades basically being locked after a certain point, you can't just farm and farm and farm that until you've got several librarians who will do something along those lines. Experiments are going well, Elkhorn. Experiments are going well. We have a librarian who will trade us mending for 6 emeralds now. And that would decrease even more if we have, like, a better reputation with all of these villagers. If we have, like, hero of the village from beating a raid. And if the demand changes or the supply changes or whatever. Do I have a wall around this place? I do, yeah. Like, we've got a big old perimeter wall here. It has not stopped some of the baby villagers from getting out. And the iron golems have walked over it occasionally. But from time to time, we will shepherd in some of these folks. This guy is protecting the perimeter, apparently. Mendelssohn 2.0 in action. I guess I should probably build houses for some of these guys, shouldn't I? People in the chat have already told you about Hermitcraft. Why do I have to tell you? Go to Google, type in Hermitcraft. Better yet, go to hermitcraft.com. Welcome to 2019. If you need information, search it on the internet. Biggest jungle tree I've ever seen. Safi Penrose with 2 months of Twitch Prime. Thank you so much for the resub. Let's see some sub hype in the chat, please. Thank you so much for the 2 months of support. With Twitch Prime, no less. That's a manual resub. Those are the ones that really count, I guess. I don't know. We return to our regularly scheduled tree farming, and you'll notice the Wandering Trader is no longer around to freak out when there are dark spaces over here. Twitch Prime can auto resub now in some countries, apparently. Some folks said it was still a manual thing for them. Just bounce my way into this bed. Hey, Dolores. Chopping is indeed happening. Manual resub hype. I'm going to make a couple more shulker boxes. I really want to start storing stuff in barrels, but that just means I end up overloaded by fishermen. Let's make a couple of those, make a couple of these. Throw the cobblestone on the ground, I guess. Yeah. To move all of the jungle wood into one of these, so that I can store it properly. Oh, I need them. Don't put those away. Put the glass away. Yeah, okay. There's a couple of guys still running around here who don't have jobs as far as I can tell. Like this guy doesn't have a job yet. I think there might be a swamp villager or two as well. So we'll expand the reading nook by one more occupant when that guy realizes it's time to work. And it looks like he's cottoned on already. What have you got? Efficiency 4. Okay, that's worth having. Not the best price in the world, but 8 emeralds is still pretty good. Still getting a pretty hefty discount for that. At least there's no villager that uses chests as a workstation. Yeah, or shulker boxes or something. Be a nightmare. I need to really get all of the tradable resources into a single place. I feel like if I continued this particular project for longer, that would be like the end game thing to do, would just be to have like a sugarcane farm here, have a zombie spawner somewhere, just like something that produced all of the tradable resources, crop farms and everything like that. Yeah, if the crafting table was a villager workstation, can you imagine? Yeah, that's sort of what I wish could happen with barrels, being able to, like, lock point of interest blocks so that they weren't counted as a villager workstation, because my castle is full of barrels. And a lot of people have asked me if I was going to put villagers in the castle, and it seemed like a good idea, but then I realized with the amount of barrels I have everywhere, they would all be fishermen. Which I guess if you want to establish, like, a uniform for your castle, having, like, the fishing outfit be, like, the guard's uniform or something, maybe. But they would all just go and, like, hang around the barrels. And considering the barrels are usually, like, stuffed in corners and they're just kind of, like, close-by locations, it would just be a bunch of villagers walking up to them and going like this, next to a barrel, and then just leaving, and then running back next to a barrel, and they just spend all of their time in the corners. And yeah, we have a couple of lecterns in the library too, but that would be a nightmare for them to pathfind to. Can you imagine? That library is full of, like, weird staircases and slabs and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I guess you can lock them to other professions first, so you could train them up somewhere else and then move them into the castle, but then they wouldn't know where to go. Like, they'd probably try and pathfind to the nearest workstation within a certain radius. It'd be a mess. Have I made any buildings yet? No, not really. I mean, this is about as far as I have got with the village. We've got basically all the professions now. I haven't made any houses as such, and it's going to be something I will do later in the week to find out how they interact with houses now, but I suspect they don't really have a huge amount that they want to do around houses. Maybe doors count as like a vague point of interest, but I think it's mostly bells, workstations, and beds now these days. Did I lock in that new librarian? The one with the mending trade? Yeah, I did. Not the new one, though. Not the efficiency one. This guy, who seems to just be, like, standing on his lectern. I haven't locked this guy up, but we might as well, I suppose. Be a nice 1.15 feature to create custom dresses for villagers in a certain area and use them as soldiers. I mean, yeah, maybe it would. I feel like you could probably do that if you just bring a bunch of villagers over from a swamp. Then they've all got the same outfit, and it maybe looks like they have those kind of, like, pauldrons on the robes, but villagers never look particularly threatening to me. And I feel like that's a feature that people might not use all that much. It has a very specific use. More of like a roleplay kind of thing, which not everybody would be into. I can see mods like that happening, though. Use Vindicators as guards. Yeah, that'll go well. People also suggested putting pillagers on the walls as, like, crossbowmen for that section where you come into the castle, and I like the idea in principle, but in practice that just means I'm going to get shot every time I want to go into the castle. And since that's where my nether portal is, I would rather not. Put glass panes in their heads. Yeah, but then they don't get to walk around, which I feel like is kind of the point of having guards in the first place. Like, just having them stand there stationary doesn't seem like it's worth it to me. Also, they'd panic any of the nearby villagers. Even if the Vindicator couldn't see them, the villager could see them. I think I'm going to build houses for the villagers, but it's probably not worth it. Like, I honestly don't know if it's really worth building houses for them when they've got the perimeter wall around them. They're pretty well protected. We have 2, if not 3, iron golems. Alright, now it's meeting time. Could probably huck a few potatoes in their direction if we want some more of them to breed. They're really roaming over there. What additional profession would I add? I want a geomancer. I want somebody who you trade like a totem of undying to, or something big like that. And he changes the weather for you. Yes, I have a bell. The bell is over there in the swamp, and that's the whole reason they are over there. Because the center of the village without the bell is, like, roughly over here somewhere. But I wanted them all to go into the swamp, because if they breed while they're over here in the swamp, then I get swamp costume villagers. And so, yeah, I put the bell over here, and everyone immediately started congregating around here, which is great. Enjoy the foods! Make me an army worthy of Mordor. How many hours per day do I play Minecraft? 4 or 5, maybe? Some days I don't know. Some days I take a day off. Depends how long it takes to get an episode done as well. Sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter. Do. Need to add in a few more beds just in case we're out of beds. If we want to, in the grand scheme of things, we can... There we go. Bring me more swamp villagers. We can actually put these beds inside of houses. I think this area is big enough. Did we get another iron golem during that time? We did. We have 3 in here now. Nice. There we go. More swamp babies are happening. What do I do on my days off? Lots of stuff. A lot of the time I spend it in the garden. We end up maintaining the garden. Go out, do some shopping. Buy some stuff for the house. Go for a walk. Sometimes just spend it chilling. Sometimes play Breath of the Wild on Switch. That's what I'm playing lately. Bit of Tetris 99. I don't spend all my spare time playing video games, but sometimes it's raining outside. Are the foxes still hanging out? Check my Instagram. There's just tons of fox pictures on there now. They were around this morning as well. There's one that's got like a really short tail. We think the tail might have been like caught in something or bitten off. But it's got like half a tail, and the other one's got a longer tail. I think there are 3 of them though. My Instagram has been Heart Eyes Monkey right now. It's yeah, it's fun. It's nice having that camera now as well, because now I can take really good quality pictures of them. Have I got the cat achievement yet? No, I've tamed precisely 1 cat since the update. Am I working more on the village? Yes. It's Choppin Tuesday as well, so we've been getting some jungle wood. That's Montague. He's the toolsmith guy. Four golems inside the fence. I'm pretty sure there's 3 right now, unless there's a 4th one over there. Oh, there is. Nice. Yeah, they're just going to keep making golems. Welcome to iron farming in the 21st century. Some people said iron farms were dead. I really hope Doc M's new iron farm works in 1.14.1. I tried the ender pearling straight up trick. I have not. Have I named the squirrel? No. I don't know what it like. I can't tell if it's the same squirrel that comes back or not, because there's a few of them that live around here, so I feel like naming it seems a bit disingenuous when we've no idea if it's the same squirrel. If I run out of bones, look inside yourself. There's a skeleton inside all of us. No, I think I'm out of bone meal right about now. I don't think minecarts can travel through nether portals, no. Only as item entities, but not as, like, in-world entities. Or maybe they can travel through minecart... They can travel through portals, but only if they don't have a passenger. I forget how it works. There's, like, a couple of restrictions about that. Minecarts with entities as passengers can travel through End Portal, though, which is how you get shulkers back to the main island. Sometimes. Man, look at the amount of little villages now. Apparently putting those beds down was all we needed to do. And see, they all just want to leave, and this guy's like guarding the wall, being like, no, I did that once, my friends. Be safe, younglings, be safe. Are they going to see that other iron golem? Or is there like a... something that they want to do out here? It's so funny just watching them all run around. Or is it me they're running away from? Difficult to say. Don't villagers gravitate to golems? They used to, but their behaviors have changed. Like, you'll find them bouncing on beds and stuff now. And there's 4 other golems that they could gravitate to, so I don't know why they're picking that one. I think they're trying to go over the wall again, though. They are sort of running away from me. A little bit. Like, if I try and get too close to them, they're all like, no, let's leave. I think they might be hanging out with this guy. Which is funny, because the golem doesn't seem to pay them any attention, and he looks like he could just stomp on them. They want to play in the woods. They can't play in the woods. It's a jungle out there. It is like a jungle sometimes. They're like, should we play in the cave? The golems still do offer them flowers. We've seen it a couple of times on this stream. It's rare, but it happens. It's this where they start bouncing on the beds. That's just delightful to me. I kind of wonder what we can do with this area to make it more village-like. Why so many beds? Because breeding. That's what you need for breeding now. You need your villagers to be well fed and traded with, and then you need a new bed for every new baby. Would it start a raid if I came back with Bad Omen? Absolutely it would. Like, this has counted as a village since I put down a couple beds and a workstation. So yeah, we would very much get a raid here if I had Bad Omen. Hey, friend. I think we need to level him up some more. Let's go trade some coal. Can baby villagers trade with you? No. They don't have any occupation. They can't even choose a job from, like, the available workstations until they grow into an adult villager. Where's Montague? Hey, buddy. Give me some of them sweet emeralds. So yeah, if you want to trade for like tons of emeralds, it's going to be the case that you'll need a ton of villagers of the same or equivalent professions. And then you'll just need to wait around the workstations for them to refresh those. If I step away for a second or two here, wait for the noises to happen. Patrols have not showed up yet, and they won't, because patrols don't spawn within 200 blocks of a village. Okay, looks like trading is over for the day. And these guys are all still locked up. It's the Mason, Librarian, Montague's good for now. I could get another bell if I wanted to. If we wanted to, like, split them up somewhat. Yeah, we can buy some chainmail boots. I'll wait for the following day. Do you think it's weird that villagers go to sleep with their eyes open? I mean, they don't do anything else. They don't really have much in the way of other animations. Okay, now there are only 2 kids. What happened to the others? Did they get out? I'm so paranoid about these baby villagers. Looking for this other iron golem as if to say, like, did you take them? The Pied Piper. 2 villagers have eyelids. Now there's a question. Why am I hearing villager noises in this cave? Please tell me they're all just, like, standing around here somewhere. Oh, no, there they are. Thank goodness. Where have you been? It's literally like being worried about a child. Go and play in the road. The baby's tunneled out. Yeah, they got little shovels. They borrowed a shovel from the toolsmith and they just went digging. Digging under the wall. It's the Great Escape. It basically is. Well, we'll have a fair few unemployed villagers. I've not really seen a nitwit yet. That's the other thing. Like, none of these have really grown up to be nitwits. Bedtime. It's so funny seeing them all do something all at once. Like, they've got such a strict curfew that they self-impose for some reason. Are the cost of trades going down like in Doc's video? Probably. I haven't really been keeping track of it too heavily, but yeah. Oh, there's the library cat. Let's put you over here on top of the bookshelves, friendo. Or you can just walk away. Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna put you there before you go and decide to, like, lay on a bed and then I can't sleep or something. Don't let your babies grow up to be nitwits. Morning! Because, of course, like, the baby villagers wouldn't show up to be anything at all. Even if they are nitwits, technically that's like an occupation, right? Hey, Lyrip, what's up? Watched the survival tutorial recently. Great content. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying it. You'll see a lot more of these guys in the next little while. How many villages are we aiming for? I wanted 2 of every profession, but I will need to go and make some more of the profession blocks for that. Mostly I just want to see that if we can breed a whole bunch more and do a little bit of trading, that kind of thing. Like, the goal is not like an absolute thing, it's just seeing how far we can take it, really. Anyway, I need to take a very short break, just because it's nice to get up and stretch. Might make another cup of tea. So, yeah, I'm going to pause it up here atop of the village. It's going to be paused so that nothing is going to be going on for a while. Folks, go and grab yourself a cup of tea and some snacks, and I'll be back in a few minutes' time. Hi. The fox is still in our garden. Just chilling right now, having a nap. Hey folks, what's up? How are we? We all good? I was thinking on the break, what I might do is save the world, take a quick backup, and then open this up in Minecraft 1.14.1 pre, and we will see how it works. Let's take a quick look. So bear with me 1 second while I do this, because backups are important, and I'm probably not going to keep this world through 1.14.1 pre into 1.14.1 proper, but we're just going to have like half an hour's worth of testing, I think. Yeah, the pre for the .1 is out, yeah. So fingers crossed things should be better. I want to see it for myself. I haven't seen anybody else mention this elsewhere. Like, I haven't looked at Reddit or anything yet, so I don't know if there are known issues with it. But in the meantime... Okay, survival guide. Backup. What's the date? 7th. 07, 05, 19. Okay. I can delete that one. We've got to be very careful when I delete this stuff. And then... let's move this out. Make a new folder and extract it there. Hey Marcelia, welcome along. We've been doing some stuff with villagers today. But now, if I rename this Survival Guide 1.14.1 pre-1 test. Okay. And then we move that back into this folder, and it doesn't replace any of the files, even though it's just the same world, but we're gonna... Have I done how to load a backup on the guide? I mean, it's fairly self-explanatory. I've done a couple of things that are like that. I've mentioned how to back up your world for stuff like editing chunks out of it and that kind of thing. So the information is there. It's not been like an episode that's like how to load a backup of your world, but it's all there. Right. Get that in windowed. Very good. So we are now, if you take a look at this, and if I remove my webcam, well, you can kind of see it there. But if I take the webcam off, you will notice Minecraft 1.14.1 pre-release 1 snapshot. So let's see how this works. I've got Survival Guide 1.14 pre-1 test down here. We have backed the world up. This is not the main Survival Guide world. So if I go into creative, if I go into spectator, whatever, like we will do a little bit of like stress testing maybe. But we're gonna load it up and see what happens. Let's do this. Well, that's promising. Oh, it did a thing. Okay, I am in my strip mine with none of my stuff. This looks like the world as it was when 1.14 point nothing came out. I mean, chunks are loading. The world does seem to be loading in the right order and staying there. So that is promising. It's a little slow. But it's not nearly as bad as it was in terms of stuff like glitching out everywhere. Hey, Super Hey Salsa, what's up? We are testing out 1.14.1 pre-release here, and we appear to have wound back the clock slightly. So yeah, as you can see, no crazy chunk glitchy issues. A couple of the chunks are loading in a slightly different order than you would expect them to, but they are not terrible. Yeah, this version seems to be... It's like we copied the wrong one. Point 1 hasn't dropped. This is a pre-release for Point 1, so it's not the full version yet. It's like a snapshot version of the next update. But yeah, okay, so none of the progress that we just made is in this world, but don't worry because we've got the other world backed up. We're not opening the main survival guide world in this version until we know that stuff is not bugged out. Mob spawning seems to be fine as far as I can tell. Yeah, chunk loading is still a little slow, but it's much more consistent, which is bearable, much more bearable than it was. Okay, I'm in survival mode right now. I need to need to keep that in mind because I'm flying around. I feel like I should be in creative or something. Okay, let's duck down into here. Okay. Just going to update my stream title so it better reflects what we're doing here. 1.14.1 pre-test. There we go. Should be more accurate. Hello! Zombies still work. Good. Wasn't expecting them to be broken, but there you go. Have I thought about upgrading to an RTX GPU? I mean, I've thought about it when I was buying this PC originally because the RTX range had just come out, but I don't really care. The 1080 Ti is going to keep you going for a while. Antonia K, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Enjoy your emotes. Welcome to the Pixels. You are 1 in a million. Appreciate the support. Yeah, I mean, people already give me stick for, like, playing Minecraft all the time and using a 1080 Ti, which, like, for a start, I use it for video rendering, and secondly, Minecraft is probably not the only game I will ever play with this computer. But still, yeah, I feel like having an RTX 2080 or something is going to be overkill at this stage, and more expensive than it needs to be for what I do. Like, if I was playing with shaders all the time, then maybe, but I'm not, and I don't, so... Not going to be worried about that. Who is that? Spinsterly with the $10. Appreciate the survival guide and the streams. You give valuable information on both. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the $10. I'm glad I can provide valuable information to you. Alright, let's hop up in here and let's... Okay, that's a good sign already. We have wither skeleton spawns in here, which is more than we had last time. Gentlemen, hello! Okay, we have decent FPS, I suppose. Get rid of this fire. None of this is going to matter. Okay. Because this farm was like a ghost town in 1.14 proper. But it looks like we're already getting spawns further down, which is wonderful. Another 4 wither skeletons. Not even seeing any blazes in here right now. That's weird, but... Fortress mob tables, anyone? I can hear blazes, so that's okay. Hey, Smitty, welcome along. It'd be so funny if I got a Wither Skeleton Skull in a test that doesn't matter. Did I just enter an elevator? Yeah, the music kind of kicked in. Well, this is really weird, because now I'm only getting Wither Skeleton spawns in this fortress, and I'm not getting anything else. Like, there's no magma cubes, there's no other skeletons, there's no blazes. I mean, I'm not complaining, because I like getting Wither Skeleton spawns in my Wither Skeleton farm. Spinsley with a tier 1 sub as well, thank you so much. The back-to-back support. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much for subscribing. Enjoy your emotes. Welcome to the Pixels. You are 1 in a million. I mean, it seems to be working for a given value of working. I'm still a little bit concerned that all we've seen so far is Wither Skeletons. Seems a little bit too good to be true, and... Oh, no, there's a magma cube. Okay. So it may just be that there are weird nether spawns and they're all hanging around the center, and it's the problem with these farms, really, isn't it? Okay, I've seen one other mob. That alone is satisfying enough, I guess. Interesting. It still seems a little quiet in here compared to usual, but I saw a lot of pigmen in the rest of the nether. So it may just be that the pigmen are abroad. This farm was never the best optimized thing to begin with. Yep, there are a great many pigmen here. Check the Guardian farm as well. Oh. Little bit of lag from loading the chunks, I think. First time they've been loaded in this update, so it makes sense. Hoo! Hup. When are we going to start seeing 1.15 snapshots? No idea. They're probably going to announce it around Minecon. So, I presume we have to wait until... What on earth? Okay, that was a fish. I assume we'd have to wait until, like, September at the earliest, I mean. But yeah, I'm looking forward to ostriches. Ostriches is going to be OP. Got 400 FPS down here, apparently. And yeah, this place is not going to be the best for lag just because of Guardian stuff, but TPS is still around 20. That should be fine, I guess. Oh, of course, this is when I don't have my... Oh, I do have my sweeping edge sword now. Okay, that's better, I guess. Is this before or after the calamity? Okay, this is after. Got the Riptide Trident, not the Channeling Trident. But no, this seems to be working fine. Which I think probably means that mob spawning outside of the spawn chunks is back to normal. Because there were some major issues with that. Like mobs hanging around in the spawn chunks that were supposed to be fixed in this update. If you went through the nether, then they all just got stuck at spawn. Did I see the AR cell phone game they teased? I mean, I don't know what it is yet, so I'm not sure it's even a game. It could just be an experience. People are really keen on making experiences lately. Is 1.14 pre-1 much better? The chunk rendering stuff seems to be a lot better. It's still, like, relatively slow without Optifine, but for all intents and purposes, it seems to be functioning much better than 1.14 did. Okay, wow, we have a lot of pigmen in the portal. Excuse you. Wait a second. This is a little weird. Because I don't think I built that more recently. I built that since 1.14. Did I? No, I can't have done. I can't have done. So I was thinking that this was actually like... Yeah, if the back wall there isn't changed, then this isn't as recent as I thought it was. Yeah, that elevator was pre-update. Because if I started in that strip mine over there, then this is like a backup of the world that I took when... Like, before the update happened. It's weird. I don't understand why I've done that. I'm going to delete this one. It always freaks me out when I do that. But that one was the one we played today, so that one's okay. Huh. Okay, right. Bear with me. I need to try and get a copy of the world that I definitely played today. I think I know what I've done. I think I know what I've done today. So this is the one that... Yeah, I think I moved the wrong backup file into the folder I extracted. I think I did it weird. Yeah, I'm not going just yet. I'm trying to get the... Sorry, my mustache is getting really long right now. I'm trying to get the version of the world that's the most up to date to play in the new snapshot. So if I extract this, I think I just like fumbled the original backup that I tried to open. I don't know quite why. Renamed the wrong folder or something. Okay, we move that into saves. Yeah, no, that's totally what I did. That's really weird. No idea why I did it that way. Anyway, let me launch Minecraft again and we'll do this properly. Am I Team Montague or Team Capulet? I mean, nobody wins that play. Not really. Have you guys seen the Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode where he says something about Romeo and Juliet and he's like, that play ends in a tragic double suicide, and he's like, that's how it ends? Okay, now we have it right. Now this is, okay, let's go Survival Guide 1.14.1 pre-1 test. Save. That's looking like the right one. So, now that's loading. So that explains why it took a while to load a minute ago. Yes. Yes, my friends. We're back. Back in 1.14.1. Pre-1. And... yeah, this is definitely pre-1. Like if I go to options... oh, it doesn't show it down there. Normally, that's where it shows the Optifine version. I couldn't remember if it did that with Minecraft Vanilla or not. How do we rescue that iron golem who's beyond the wall? So, the ultimate test. Flying through a jungle. It's loading the stuff differently, but it's loading it better. And it's not... I think the thing is, right? Here we go. Yeah, I know we're still on the break screen. I was just, like, just getting the feel for it. I think It's still loading stuff the same way. It seems to load stuff like in strips, which it didn't before. But it seems to be... Okay, that just crashed. Promising. The game crashed while ticking entity. Good. Let's try that again. In 1.13.2 and prior, didn't it load in a circumference around the player? That's still what it's trying to do, but sometimes it seems like it saves some stuff for like big strips of stuff to process. Alright, let's try this again. Give it a second chance. Am I still in the air? No, I'm back on the ground. So it didn't auto-save during that time. Very good. Just about to start to ask how 1.14.1 pre-1 is. It's an update. So far, it's an update. The the chunk loading, for what it's worth, does seem to be better. All my villages are still fine, so they ain't broke. They're all going to work. We have 5 iron golems in here now. Alright, let's try that again. Let's fly out into the jungle again. And see, chunk loading is better. Like, it's loading well at a distance. It's not leaving gaps that I then have to come back and fill in. Like, some of that stuff... Okay, that's... There are still occasionally gaps, but it's faster. It's slightly better. It's the kind of thing that I imagine Optifine might fix. And we are flying through a jungle, which is probably the heaviest type of area to process. So... Not to mention some of this is probably loading new chunks. It's not flickering as much anymore. That's probably, yeah, a good way to put it. It's not flickering at all. Okay. This is at least more playable. There's a couple of, like, gaps here and there, but then... Okay, they do generate a little bit, but then they come back pretty quickly. Okay, I will say it's not perfect, but it's much better. Don't give me reason to take that back, Minecraft. And yeah, I think loading new chunks is always going to put a little bit more of a strain on it. I imagine this version is going to be better for running servers on as well. Because right now this is a single player world, so obviously my computer is having to do all of the work. They're rendering before you get to them instead of after. Yeah, that's promising at least. Excuse me, gentlemen. Gonna go back to Founder's Forge and fly around that area where I've actually built stuff. And of course, this is, like, it's the only thing that I was really concerned about was the chunk loading, but obviously there are plenty of other concerns that have been raised by the community, especially with regards to mob spawning and raids. I guess I was kind of concerned by the mob spawning thing as well, but I'm hoping that that has been resolved. The blaze aggro is something I will check as well. I'm going to fly around Founder's Forge for a bit first. Mr. Badger Seth with 100 bits. Thank you so much for the 100 bits and the bonus bits as well. Cars still seem to work. They still die, same as they always did. Yeah, what I did in the... stupidly, in the other world that I loaded a few minutes ago is I copied the wrong zip folder out of my backups folder. I ended up copying the one that was the backup I took right before the update to 1.14 instead of the one that I'd marked for 1.14.1. But yeah, this is much smoother. Like, if you remember, flying from the nether portal back to my storage system, you would see those chunk rendering glitches come up constantly. And now it seems pretty much fixed. Really guesstimate the hub location very well. I mean, it was going to be around 0, and that's what I was aiming for. But yeah, I would fly from, like... Ow. I would fly from the castle gates around the side of this mountain to my storage system, and then all this would be glitched out, right? And this is very much not. Which is very, very pleasant now. Having played with this update, or 1.14, since it came out, so for like a couple of weeks now, it is very good to see that fixed. Did I build all of this? I did, yes. If you want to see me build a lot of it, it's all in my YouTube series, The Minecraft Survival Guide, so you can check it out for there. In fact, Frank the Tank says, thanks for all the nice videos on YouTube, just started watching a few weeks ago, very helpful. Nice to see what you look like, you have a very kind face. Oh, thank you. It's very sweet of you to say so. Hopefully I have a kind personality to go with it. I kind of want to get, like, 2 different colours of beds for the jungle villagers and for the swamp villagers. Elkhorn with the bonus bits as well. 110 from Elkhorn saying no glitch bits. Yes. Definitely something to be cheered. Something to be celebrated. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, that makes me happy. Alright, let's go check out the Blaze Farm. Let's go look at the Blaze Farm. And, like, the chunk loading is still not where you would want it to be. It's still not, like, instantaneously. Like, as soon as you load the world, it's there. But I think with Optifine updating, if Optifine updates to 1.14.1 or later, if there are still revisions to be made by Mojang themselves, this is much more promising. We have 100 bits from Skull Daisy with the bonus 10 and another JT 55 for bravely venturing into the 1.14 future on a backup and for more bits, less glitches. I wholeheartedly agree with both of those. Brown beds for the jungle and like purple beds for the swamp villages or something. Or maybe dark green. Both of those colours fit pretty well with the swamp villages' costumery. Alright, let's take a quick look at Blaze Aggro. Shishwa. Oh boy. Did my flying machines just break? Okay. That's good. That's terrible. What in the flying heck just happened? Okay, that's a concern. That is something we will have to... So the timings are off. I mean, that's not going to do anything, Pix. What are you doing? Okay, that was working as it should. I think the trapdoor timings are off. I don't know why, but they are, and that's also broken the flying machine down there as well. I mean, this is a backup, so I don't care. I can go down and fix these however I want, but... Where is the... Okay, good. Thanks. I guess we know what Thursday's stream's going to cover. Pretty much. I mean, it all depends whether or not this is fixed yet. Nope, they still aggro. That sucks. That still absolutely sucks. Mobs act like they can see you when you hit them. And that's a change for 1.14. I don't know if that's intentional, but if it is, that's kind of screwing up a lot of Blaze Farm stuff. Did trapdoor height change? No, I think it happens with skeletons as well. When I hit the skeletons in my skeleton spider farm, they all like ready up their bows as if they can see me. I think when you hit a mob, it automatically aggroes at you. I think that's like an intentional change they've made, and I really don't like that. Because so many of these farms rely on mobs just standing there and being hit. Especially, like, it's only really a problem in the case of blazes, because their behavior when they aggro is to fly up into the air, which ruins a lot of the traps for them. And I think you can work around that by, like, pushing a block above their heads, but then you have to go away and lose aggro on all of the blazes that the other blazes you've hit have communicated aggro to, who are spawning in the, like, the area with the spawners. I might report that as a bug or give it as feedback and see if they say that's intentional, because if it is, that sucks. And I don't like it. I mean, it basically ends blaze farms in the design they currently have, right? Mobs got smarter. We will see. We will see. But as far as, like, yeah, the other issues people were concerned about, the chunk loading stuff, seems to be as fixed as it's gonna get. It is adequately fixed. The Blaze Farm thing sucks, but it's not going to completely ruin the experience for me, as, I mean, it hadn't in the first place. And at least I can be confident now that if I fly somewhere in my world on camera, it's not going to just look awful for the footage, right? So that's where I'm at. Just have to suffocate them so it's a one-hit death. Yeah, I guess I could design the Blaze Farm smarter, so that once you hit them, that's it. But then again, do they still technically aggro when you killed them? That's the question. Like, if they die, are they dying, like, on fire, as if they've just noticed that you're there? And does the aggro communication thing work that way? I mean, I guess it doesn't. If you one-shot a pigman, then the other pigmen don't socially aggro, but I don't know if that's how blazes work, and they may still have also changed that. It's worth a bit of testing, I suppose. Hey, Betsy, you made it back. Welcome back. What's my motivation to play survival? I make a lot of YouTube content from it. That's kind of the main thing right now. Excuse you. Oh, that would have been such a good shot if you hadn't moved. Yeah, to be honest, like, my main motivation to play survival is that I feel like I haven't got enough out of vanilla Minecraft yet. Like, there's still so much you can do, so many projects to take on. And the fact that I'm lucky enough to have enough free time to be able to play this game quite a lot. I feel like you can get so much more done if you're not logging in and doing, like, an hour a day on, like, a really big project. I feel like that's an easy way to burn out. Do I have all the tutorials on YouTube? Yes, youtube.com/pixelriffs. And somebody's just dropped a link to the Survival Guide playlist in there, so that's excuse me, where you can find most of them. Everything's just like catching up a little bit while the chunks render. Look how fast the baby villagers get in bed. It's so funny. They just sprint to it. They do seem quite happy. I love the fact they bounce on beds. It's good tea. Good tea. So yeah, I call this a win. I call this a win. This is, for all intents and purposes, worth updating to. I will probably not do it yet until the full release of 1.14.1 comes out, because for the purposes of Survival Guide in particular, I don't want to get caught out by something that I would have missed, and also I want to be working on full release versions for Survival Guide, just because not everyone's going to want to play in snapshots. And I feel like I want to be working with the game as it is, like, intended to be, I guess. Like, the full release of the game is what I'm making the tutorials for. That's a change they added in 1.14.1. Chainsaws insta-kill you. The stonecutter, I mean. So, I think we're going to be good. I think we're going to be alright with this update. Now, I will, of course, wait and find out what the deal is with stuff like Doc M's Iron Farm, if that's going to break. The issues Methods was highlighting the other day with raids, if that's been changed. I don't know if that was on the docket in the first place. I don't know if that was, you know, the right bug reports or the right feedback reports had been submitted. We will see. Have any trades changed? No, I don't think anything like that will have been rebalanced. And the fact that I already had a lot of these villagers to begin with, yeah, these all look the same. Everyone's going to work now. Morning mingle is over and done with. That guy up there is getting perilously close to walking on the wall. What have you got? Fortune 3. Yeah, all of the trades seem to be pretty much the same, as far as I can tell. But many of these villagers will keep their trades because that's the trades that they had to begin with, right? Like, they don't take stuff away once it's been generated. Same with all of the villagers that I have back at my trading hall and stuff in Founders Forge. They should add chainsaws now for insta-tree mine. Alright, see you later, Snag Dad. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Hope you'll be back on, was it Thursday? Yes, Thursday. Hope you'll be back on Thursday for Thursday stream. If not, have a good week. Welcome to the Swungle. Indeed, indeed. This guy's selling... Did we change that? Shears. Is there another shepherd around here? Or a fisherman? Did we break and replace the loom? Because he was trading 2 different colours of wool before. Then again, he is only a novice, so his trades haven't really been, like, locked in or anything. I like how the unemployed guys come and, like, basically shadow the other villagers. That's pretty neat. All of this is the same, though. All of that is the same. Fortune, this guy has mending. That's 3 emeralds now. 3 emeralds for a mending trade is nothing. All these golems, too. Career coaches, yeah, they're like life goals. Alright, alright, alright. I don't know, like, I'm not really qualified to test a lot of the other stuff that people were concerned about with this update, but for my money, I think this is gonna work. How do you get such low prices for you? It only lowers about 1 or 2 emeralds. I started off with zombie villagers, and I think, from what I can tell, the fact that you started with zombie villagers automatically makes the villagers much more, like, grateful to you than they normally would be, because they're like, hey, you cured us. You're responsible for, like, reviving us from the undead. And every subsequent villager that I have bred has carried on the same discount. You just hit your bell and all the villagers ran to their beds. I should try that. Raid! That's so good. Everybody get inside. That Iron Golem is like, where are they at? Where are they at? Let me punch something. They ran to their beds for all of like 5 seconds and they're like, oh, false alarm. Great. Do I like redstone? I like it. I'm not very good at it, but I like it. Then the villagers lose their trust. Do they? They're still giving me pretty hefty discounts. I like the fact that the butcher just stands on the smoker. He's all like, fuel me with the smoke. Should get some raw pork. Disco golems. Get off the bookshelves, sir. Wouldn't that be like a very dangerous attack? To be attacked by one of those iron golems that's just spinning around and then it clobbers you with an arm. Like Zangief. The pixel riffs that cried wolf. Alright, folks. I think we're probably going to call it there. We've tested pre-1 for 1.14.1. We've had a lovely time here at Choppin' Tuesday. But I think that's where we're going to wrap things up for the moment. Let's see who's out there that we can drop a raid on. Ending a little earlier than usual, but I do have a little bit of editing to do. Stick around for the raid. Always great to drop somebody, drop you guys with somebody else in the Minecraft community. Doc M is streaming right now, so I might send you guys to him if I don't find anybody else. You know what the heck? Yeah, we'll raid Doc M. It's been a while since I raided Doc, and he is working on some stuff on Hermitcraft. He's probably heard about the update from everybody, so don't like spam him about the update. But Doc M77 live. You guys know Doc. He does, on occasion, use some strong language, so if that's a concern for you guys, feel free to click away. But don't forget, you can use your Pixel Hype emotes and the hashtag PixelRaid to show some love over at Doc M's stream. Enjoy the Hermitcraft action. I will be back with you guys on Thursday. Same bat time, same bat channel. And I'll see you guys then. Take care. Bye for now.